Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be showing you this Imp Mercy inspired makeup tutorial. Sitting for me today I have the lovely Lauren, who'll be modeling. First off, I'm priming her face with some toner and moisturizer. And starting with her eyes, I'm priming them with Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer. I'm priming both her upper and lower lids. Starting with my transition shade, I'm going in with Buon Fresco from the Modern Renaissance palette. I'm focusing that on her crease, and then blending that out with a blending brush. I'm also taking some of that color under her eye and a little into her outer corner. Next I'm going in with Amethyst from the Desert Beauty palette and going over her outer lid. Next I'm taking Royal from the same palette and doing the center of her lid as well as a little bit of the inner corner of her lid. I'm also taking some of that underneath her eye, the center of her lower lid, and again diffusing all that color with the blending brush. For outer lid and crease, I'm going in with Worship from the Kat Von D Satan Center palette, focusing that on her crease and the outer lid, also on her lower lid, on the outer corner. Again, diffusing that color with a blending brush.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art.
For liner, I'm going in with a small liner brush using Nyx Gel Liner and creating a small wing.
Makes me feel I belong to something.
I'm also going underneath her eyes and tight lining, all the way to her inner corners. For foundation, I'm using Makeup Forever's Ultra HD foundation in the shade Y205 and just using a stippling brush to stipple all that foundation over. For concealer, I'm using the Lorac Pro Concealer Contour Palette in the shade C4, which is the lightest shade, and just doing the high points on her face, like down her T-zone, on her Cupid's bow, under her eyes, and then going back in and blending all that out. I'm also doing a little bit underneath her eyebrows, and then setting all that concealer with my Ben Nye translucent powder. Going back in with the same shades I used on her lids from the Desert Beauty palette, I'm just going back underneath her eyes and diffusing those colors again using the blending brush. Now take off all that excess powder we used to set the concealer. And for her inner corner of her eyes, I'm going in with Twilight from the Desert Beauty palette. I'm also taking that a little bit over their top lid and lower lid. For contour, I'm going in with the Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, using the shade Somber, I think that's how you say it, and then using an angled contour brush, just creating a slight contour on her cheeks and her jaw. And for her highlight, I'm going in with the shade Absolution from the Kat Von D Saint and Sinner palette. Just taking the high points on her cheeks, her Cupid's bow, and her T-zone. For brows, I'm going in with Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Ash Brown, using a sharp angle brush, just filling in her brows. And then using a mascara wand, I'm creating a soft fade in the front of her brows and just combing through the hairs to clean them up. And then going back in the same concealer from earlier, just cleaning up the definition on those brows. And then using this shade Absolution again, I'm going in on her brow bone. For blush, I'm using the shade Exotic from the Blush Trio by Anastasia. And a trick I like to do is use the leftover foundation I have and just go over the blush just to diffuse that color more and make it look like it's sitting under the skin. For lip liner, we're using Colourpop's Lippie pencil in Tootsi, and I'm just lining the outside of her lips. Just following the natural shape of them, and I'm not overlining.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began with a new art form.
For lip base, we're using the shade Violet Riot from the Smashbox lip palette.
Makes me feel I belong to
And then going in with concealer, just cleaning up that lip color. And then we're topping that off with the color Panda, which is a Colourpop liquid lipstick, and we're just blending that out. For lashes, we're using Dali lashes, which are these Japanese lashes I got on Amazon. Just curling her lashes now. And going in and doing the bottom lashes. For mascara, I'm using Stacked from Nyx. I'm just pinching her lashes together to help fuse both her real and falsies. Then I'm cleaning up the liner with the same gel liner from before. And then dusting off her high points again with the same shade Absolution from the Saint Sinner palette. For the horns, I'm using the Silicone Dragon prosthetics that I make. You can get them on my store at KeltonFX.etsy.com. We're just cutting off the horns that were pre-painted with some alcohol colors and sealed with a gloss sealer. I'm gluing them on with prosthetic adhesive. And gluing them over her eyebrows, as well as on her ear to create the spiked earrings that Mercy has in the game. And I felt I need a little more pop in her eyes, so we went in with the pink opal color from the Kat Von D Alchemy Palette. I also placed some of that on the center of her lips and just diffused that color out. Now her look is all done, we're getting her into her full costume. So the neck piece was made by Lauren's husband Dave. And here I'm fixing the wig down with more prosthetic adhesive. I'm also putting some down the sides of her face just to help stick the hair down to frame her face better. Going in with hairspray to clean up all the stray hairs. So here's the finished look. I hope you guys like it. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and let me know what you guys would like to see. And I hope to have more stuff for you soon. Thanks for watching.
Bit by bit, creative imagination began to the